In the world of a young boy's mind, sometimes fact becomes fancy. Fancy, fact. And even the wisest may not distinguish one concept from another. Such is the dilemma of Mickey Miller, almost 5, who wants to be a part of a world that is not yet his.
There's your brother. Same thing every morning, all dressed up like Injun Joe. Won't he ever grow up? Mickey, now you go home. Mama will swat you. Now go on. It's the bus. He wants to ride in it, but he can't until he goes to school. So he hates the bus, calls it white man stagecoach, and Mr. Marshall paleface. Mickey, now you go home and you'll get it good. Now go on.
Here comes the bus.
Not today, Chief.
This is Bill Marshall. Married, has 2 small boys of his own. But when someone asks, he says he has 56 children. That's how many ride in his bus, and it's quite a responsibility. Bill enjoys children. Kids like Mickey, imaginative, ready to learn, always eager to explore. He considered Mickey something special, a sort of personal challenge. Mickey was at war. Perhaps in time, Bill Marshall and Chief Mickey would powwow and make peace. As for now, Bill's job was more important. All of the children that are in his care are pretty special. A kind of special cargo for special delivery.
That little devil.
Mickey was still at war. It was up to Bill. Patience was his weapon. Springtime now. The rays of summer would soon be here to generate a temporary truce until the next school year. Everyone then a little older, Another autumn. And for Mickey Miller, age more than 5, the beginning of a great adventure. His first day of school.
Mother, Mickey says he won't go to school on the white man's stagecoach. He wants you to drive him.
Well, I'm not driving him. And if that little Indian still wants to play games, I'll make his hide redder than Sitting Bull's.
To Bill Marshall, there is a feeling in the air. Different on that first autumn school day. Everything seems like a challenge. New, worthwhile. The children dressed up, eager, anticipating. All except Chief Mickey Miller. For as far as Bill Marshall and the bus were concerned, Chief Mickey was still on the warpath. It's a wise man who can help distinguish fact from fancy, fancy from fact.
Oh, hello, Mr. Marshall. We're ready.
A little early for the big chief?
Mama says your idea is good, Mr. Marshall, and if Mickey doesn't behave, it'll be the last of the Mohicans.
Well, now, in that case, we wouldn't want to deprive the big chief of something so very important, in case we have an emergency.
It's for you, Mickey.
Open it up, Mickey.
He says he'll go, Mr. Marshall.
Fine, let's go.
Lots of questions in Mickey's mind. What was this all about? Why did Mother wake him so early? And what about school? Where was Mr. Marshall taking them? With the cooperation of Mrs. Miller and Mickey's own silent acceptance of the gift, Bill's opportunity had come. He had a chance to build in Mickey a respect for the school bus and its driver.
Morning, Mr. Newcomer.
Morning, Fitz.
My brakes are a little spongy. Suppose if I make out a slip-on, you can have the mechanic take a look at it today?
I'll have Jim take care of it immediately before you go out on your run. When you finish this afternoon, come in and...
Stop, Mickey.
Morning, Bill. Who's the boy?
Morning, John. That's Chief Mickey, the boy I was telling you about. This is his sister, Millie.
Hello, Millie.
Hello, Mr. Newcomer.
Come here, Mickey.
Hurry up, Mickey.
Say, he's pouting.
Mickey, look up here for a minute. This is Mr. Newcomer. He's the fellow who makes sure that the bus is at your house every morning.
Hi, Mickey.
How?
How?
Come on, Mickey, let's go over and check our bus.
Perhaps Mickey absorbs ideas faster than he makes friends. He seemed to enjoy being around buses. The responsibility for the safe maintenance of a school bus is not only in the hands of a man like John Newcomer, the bus supervisor, but with the men who drive them as well. Every school morning and for special occasions, each bus is given a thorough safety inspection by the driver himself. Important checks must be made before any special deliveries can be made. First, check radiator water level. Water okay. Check engine oil level. Oil okay. No leaks under the bus? Tires and wheel lugs, are they okay? Inspection time for emergency equipment. Check warning lights. Clean and check all lights. Turn on the engine and check your dashboard gauges while it's warming up. Windshield wipers? Of course, in winter, the heater and defroster warrant your attention too. Steering's okay. Horn too. And remember, the all-important brakes.
Everything checks out okay, so let's go. Mickey, you can ride shotgun.
This was Bill's plan. Build in Mickey a respect for the school bus and its driver. Mickey could understand all right. After all, he is more than 5.
Millie, I about forgot I wanted Mickey to hear that safety buzzer on the back door when it's open. Will you open it, please?
Okay, Mr. Marshall. Is that all right, Mr. Marshall?
That's fine, Millie. Thanks.
Perhaps Mickey will learn the importance of Mr. Marshall's job. To carry all his passengers, special delivery, safely to school. Then, too, maybe he'll realize that a school bus driver, with all his responsibilities, has to be good and very, very careful. Careful to signal when turning and to keep within the proper traffic lane. Careful to use all the safety devices available to him.
Okay, gang, let's be quiet. We're coming into a railroad crossing.
All railroad crossings should be approached with extreme caution. Speeding trains, weather conditions, or the terrain itself all present a potential danger. A patrol boy, used as a road runner, assists the driver with his eyes and his ears.
Do you see or hear anything, Jack? Is everything okay?
Safety-conscious bus drivers never depend on mechanical signals only. Here, a road runner, along with a mobile page sound system, gives him the greatest possible degree of safety. Careful to watch for unusual or hazardous road conditions. No talk between driver and passengers on a moving bus, as alertness is the key to safe driving. Careful not to stop at times. Stopping on a curve could be very dangerous, both for oncoming traffic as well as the children waiting for the bus. At a safe distance before an intended stop, Bill warns traffic by switching on the specially designed blinker lights. Remember, it is unlawful to pass a school bus when loading or unloading, and traffic must stop at a reasonable distance from the bus to permit a safe access to it. A driver of a school bus must stop at a safe place, convenient to the greatest number of children. Only the proper school authorities or bus supervisor are qualified to determine where the stop will be. The fewer stops a bus makes, the fewer chances there are for accidents. Some children wonder why bus drivers don't hand out candy or allow them to play tag, sing, use their seats for trampoline stunts. Well, they're not good safety practices. Just as the driver has responsibilities to the children, so too the children have responsibilities to the driver.
Hey, Mickey!
To conduct themselves in a safe and orderly manner at all times is a must, as Mickey soon learned. There is also a safety code for orderly leaving or boarding a bus. Courtesy is the rule. Mutual respect for the individual and his property. Here's standard safety practice for an emergency that we hope will never happen, but it's something they have to know about. For if an emergency ever arose and the front exit of the bus were jammed, the rear emergency door would provide a desirable, safe exit. Practice makes perfect. It's only a simulated drill in this case, so the children will know what to do, when to do it, and how it must be done. You can't have school bus safety without a safe school bus. In this case, the State Highway Patrol has been assigned the task of inspecting all school buses. Thorough checkouts once a year are standard practice, plus periodic inspections to maintain these safety standards. This is the state's way of declaring the bus as safe as a schoolroom. Getting to that schoolroom is another problem. Distance is the determining factor for rural routes, for urban areas. Buses are as necessary as textbooks, and they must be as safe as the schoolrooms. The one factor that assures this schoolroom safety, at least with one manufacturer, is the structure of the bus body frame itself. Extra strength, double protection provide a protective armor shell. You know that quality sacrifices for price considerations are folly when dealing with children's lives. This bus was hit by this car. Which offers more protection? Here's another kind of protection, color. Safety yellow calls immediate attention to the most important vehicle on the road. At school day's end, Mickey wasn't thinking of the bus's color. he was still concerned about the squatter's rights to that special seat on the bus's return trip to the garage. By this time, Mickey should sense that whatever margin of safety designers build into a bus, a competent driver is the additional factor that helps prevent accidents. Bill has to second guess the other guy and allow him plenty of margin for making mistakes. Just one of many demands. Of 7 candidates for his job, Bill was the only one to meet the state's physical and mental tests. He qualified for the highest rated driver's license in his state, a job that carries full-time responsibility. Bill is a firm believer in highway courtesy. He feels all professional drivers should be aware of the problems that their presence may create for other motorists. He tries at all times not to impede their progress or tempt the impatient ones. The kind of a driver that makes him a welcome traveler to others on the road.
Thank you for taking Mickey and me with you, Mr. Marshall.
Anytime, Millie. Glad you could ride shotgun, Mickey. And I hope now you realize this bus is as much yours as anyone's, now that you're going to school.
Tell me, has Bill won the war?
Hi, Chief.
Hi.
That smile answered Bill's questions. He had won Mickey's friendship, as well as his respect.
Well now, what do we have here? You're going to have to wait a little while before you can ride this bus, Shorty.
School and the wonderful world of children. They are our responsibility. Safe and sure, special delivery to the nation's schools can only enhance our successful forecast for the future.